Hi you guys! So this weekend I went to Ulta and I picked up a bunch of stuff. I got one of the 20% off coupons that they send out to Platinum members about every 3 or 4 months, and those are really nice because you can also use them on the high-end makeup. It's not just for drugstore and hair care and things like that. So it's definitely worth using if you get one of those because it's so nice and you actually end up saving a lot, especially if you like to buy more expensive palettes and things like that. Now my version of a crazy haul is probably a bit smaller than you're used to seeing, but still it's crazy for me. So I'm going to show you guys. This is my giant bag full of goodies. And it's very loud, so I'm just going to pop this on my desk. And I'm just going to reach in here and start grabbing stuff. There's no order, no organization, none of that. So the first thing that I picked up is this. I finally found it. This is the Tarte Brazilians Plus Self Tanner. I know that a couple of years ago they came out with the Brazilians Tanner, and I was dying to try that one. I don't think they actually carry that one anymore. At least they don't in Ulta. It's been completely replaced, at least for the season, with this. So I am absolutely dying to try this because I haven't gotten to try either the original or this one. And as you guys can clearly see, if you add a little bit of highlight powder to me, I pretty much look like a Cullen year-round because, one, I've got very, very naturally fair skin, and if I go out in the sun, I burn and peel and go back to white. I really don't naturally tan, even if I try. Also, I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything, but from years of burning, I have quite a few freckles on my back, which is not good. I definitely keep a very, very close eye on those, make sure they're not changing or anything funny like that. But I do try my best now to stay out of the sun because even if I'm out there for 15-20 minutes tops with a sunscreen on half the time, I still end up burning. And I haven't self-tanned in a couple of years. I've just kind of gone full pale during the summer, but I really wanted to try this tanner and give it a shot. Plus, I love that it comes with a mitt. It's supposed to not smell. You're not supposed to have to exfoliate or add extra lotion anywhere. It's supposed to be really, really easy to use. So I'm definitely going to try this. You're supposed to be able to use it on your face as well. I know they have the face wipes, but I did read something from Tarte that says that this can be used on your face as well. So I will probably try the first time I use it to tan my face with it, and we'll see how long it lasts and if it's worth continuing doing. Next up, I have another product from Tarte. If you guys pay attention to things like that, and I'm sure some of you do, they came out with kind of their rainbowy unicorn line for summer, and I love it. I think it is gorgeous. Some of the things they have are beautiful. I really like the look of the brushes, but I want to feel those in person, and I haven't seen them in stores yet. But the one thing I did pick up, and this was the very last one in my store, is the Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek Palette. Now, one thing about this that I did notice, it says Eye and Cheek Palette, but there's no blush in here. It's just a highlight. So I wish they would have said like Eye and Highlight Palette or something like that. Typically, when you see cheek, they mean blush on average. I love the packaging. This is just beautiful. It's so, so pretty. I'm going to open this up. And inside you've got their traditional round palettes that they love doing. The back is gold. And then the front is this just beautiful abstract pattern. It's just circles and diamonds, and it's pretty. It's very shiny, very smooth. I love that. It's going to be very easy to clean. When you open it up, you have a great big mirror and all these gorgeous colors. It has a beautiful highlight shade in here. I'm not sure, did they list the name of the highlight shade? It's not labeled, but I'm pretty sure that the highlight shade is named Believe. And then you have Myth, Magic, Wings, Marvel, Trance, Fairy, Mystic, Dream, Crystal, and Pixie. I am going to be doing a full review and swatches of this for you guys and try everything on. These colors are beautiful. It looks like you have one blush colored matte. Everything from here down to here looks like it's a satin metallic. Everything from here down to here just looks like a straight glitter shadow. So I'm going to try these. I'm so excited. I only had a second in the store to swatch these, but I was like, you know what, I have to have it. And this will actually be the first Tarte eyeshadow palette I've ever bought. I haven't bought any of their eyeshadow palettes before just because none of the colors before really interested me. All the constant neutrals, I'm like, you know, I have 800 other neutral palettes. Okay, like 4. But I wanted to see something different. And apparently the formula of this is similar to the formula in their Rainforest of the Sea palette, and it's like a gel formula. It's supposed to be really smooth. So I'm very curious to see how that formula works out with the glitter. That could be really interesting. Next thing I grabbed is a whole pack of lashes because I've been wearing lashes a lot more lately. Of course, I forgot to put them on today. I got my camera set up and everything. I was like, looked down, I saw my lashes, and I was like, I forgot my lashes. Oh well, doesn't matter. But I wanted to pick up a whole thing of the Ardell Demi Wispies in black, of course. I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna grab a whole pack, have a set, because these look great on camera, they look great in photos, and they also look nice in person. They don't look overdone. Like a lot of the heavy glamour lashes look great on camera and look really nuts in person, especially if you're going to the grocery store or doing something normal, not going out for the night. And you've got like lashes up to here, they're like flipping up past your eyebrows. People look at you like you're just a little crazy, which normally I'm fine with, but with wanting to wear lashes more often, with more neutral looks, I figured, you know, I'll go for more toned down, just a little bit. All right, I have a few more things. The next thing is something that I believe is brand new from NYX. At least I've never seen it or heard of it before. And it was in a section of Ulta where they tend to put the newer stuff. So I'm pretty sure this is brand new because I keep an eye really closely on what NYX comes out with. This is their 3-in-1 brow. I can't say 3-in-1 brow mascara or powder or pencil or anything because it's kind of everything. I did get mine in the shade taupe, and I do like that their taupe shade for blondes is very, very cool. It's not overly orange, which tends to be the case with a lot of drugstore eye products, but their taupe shade is like perfect. So this is actually a pencil, a powder, and a mascara all in one. Now, as far as I know, the mascara doesn't have fibers in it. I usually do prefer a fiber-based mascara for brows, unless it's something like the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, where I'm just using it for setting. But I'm really curious about this. I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm going to pop this out. This is huge. This is really, really, really long. For comparison, this is the Benefit Goof Proof. Look how much bigger that is. And Goof Proof is a big pencil. That's got some height and some weight to it. So I probably will be doing a full review and try on of this just because I think it would be really fun to play with it on camera for you guys. Plus that way I can kind of do updates throughout the day and show you guys how it wears. But on this end, I just wanted to show you real quick. You've got the brow mascara, and that twists. And then this twists. And you have a brow powder and kind of like a little foam applicator. And then this end pops off and you have your pencil. Now, this is not a super duper fine pencil like their other brow pencils where they're super, super tiny. This one is much, much chunkier. So I don't know how well that's going to work for me because typically when I use a pencil, I'm using it for the tail or for a super, super like defined edge. So I'm going to have to see how this works and play with it a little bit. But if you're like me and you basically have no eyebrows and have to draw them on and use everything in your arsenal to make them look halfway decent, then if this actually works, this would be an excellent, excellent product to have around, especially because applying like a brow pomade and keeping that with you is more difficult because you have to have a brush with it, whereas this would be an all-in-one product. Next up, I got another one of the NYX Total Control Drop Foundations. The one I have is in shade 5 Vanilla, and it's very, very, very light. It's almost too light for my skin. So I was thinking, well, I need to darken it up just a little bit for everyday normal wear. And then when I actually start self-tanning, I'm going to need a much, much darker foundation because all my foundations are light. So I picked up the shade 07 Natural. It was between this and 08. And shade 08, I can't remember the name of it, but it had a much more yellow undertone, so I went with this one. Here's shade 07 Natural, and this is it next to 05. So this one's 07, the darker one, and this one's 05. So I'm hoping that this one will match my skin perfectly when it's tanned, and that this one I can add little drops in and mix the two together when my skin is less tan, so I don't look quite so ghostly. And I did get one more NYX product, and this is one I've been wanting to try. This is one of their duochromatic illuminating powders, basically a highlighter, and this one is in the shade Snow Rose. So this is a highlighter with a rose pink tint to it. I'm going to pop this open because I've been wanting to play with this so bad. But I love the packaging, nice, clean, sleek packaging. Here's what the highlighter looks like. It just looks like a plain white highlighter in the package. It almost has the shade of like a banana powder to it, just a slight yellow shade to it. But I'm just going to pop this. There it is on my finger. I'm going to swatch this on my hand, and hopefully you guys can see that this has a beautiful soft pink shift to it. It's just gorgeous. I think this is going to be so much fun to play with. I might use this by itself. I might use it as a highlight topper. The other thing I think this would be beautiful as is if you're doing either a brown or a pink or red eye, using this as your center highlight on your lid. I think this would work amazing for that. All right, so I have one more thing, and again, it's in the realm of highlighters, because it is a highlighter. And this one I've been dying to get my hands on, of course. And this is the Smashbox and Casey Holmes Spotlight Palette in Pearl. I'm such a huge fan of Casey. I think she is absolutely fantastic. She's so sweet, so lovable. And I just love how real and normal she is. She has no issues with being very open with her life and what she does and what she deals with. And that is so, so nice. So I grabbed this because it looks amazing. I love that she did a pearl palette and a gold palette, so you have a variety for whatever your skin tone might be. I like that in each palette there's a variety of highlights, whether you want to go really subtle or really crazy out there. So this is what the palette looks like. Now I am going to do a full review and swatches of this as well, but this is a really interesting package. Listen. It's so weird. It's got like this rubber finish on the front of it, but it's like a shiny rubber, and you can like put your nail in it and make an indent. Like it's this soft rubber that like bounces back and doesn't mark. That is so nice. Really, really pretty. Very sleek packaging. Would be easy to travel with. Great big mirror. And then you get 3 highlights in each one. In this one you've got a more white highlight and 2 that have more of a rosy tint to them. Now, I was actually very hesitant when I saw this in stores to get it because I swatched it and I was concerned that with how pale I am that this isn't going to show up. if for some reason it doesn't work great on my super pale skin, then when I tan for the summer, it's going to look really, really good, and it definitely will pop on more tan skin. So I'm really curious to see how it works. I think it's going to work out well because I've tried some darker highlighters on my skin before and they've worked out really, really well. So I am curious, but yeah, I know this shade is going to look amazing on my skin as is. But I'm just not sure about these two. But if they don't work, then they're definitely going to work when I'm a little bit more tan. I told you guys I'm like crazy pale. So that is everything that I picked up at Ulta. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this haul. I was kind of just pulling stuff out of packaging and throwing stuff everywhere. Like my desk is a disaster now. But I'm going to be doing reviews on a lot of these products very, very soon for you guys. If you have any questions about anything that I might be able to answer, go ahead and leave those in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!